An important part of survival in an emergency survival situation is fire. Our rule of three states that we can't survive for longer than 3 hours in extreme conditions. Along with shelter, obviously, fire plays an important part in that. Now the rain's died down a little bit, I'm going to use the tools provided by my GearPods Survival Kit to get a fire going and warm myself up a little bit. Now, the most important aspect of building a fire is preparation. You need to make sure you've got dry tinder, dry kindling and dry fuel. So I'm going to use this tinder quick from the survival kit and this little one-handed sparklight striker. And the very important thing to remember is with this tinder quick is you really need to tease it out and get the fibres spread out in order for them to take a spark. Like that. As you can see, that's going quite nicely now. And now it's starting to rain again. Awesome. So as you can see, I didn't have that much trouble getting a fire going with the sparklight striker. But I'm still not that impressed with it, to be honest. It doesn't throw off a huge amount of sparks. They're pretty small. Which means that once you run out of the tinder quick, you're going to have real problems getting a fire going. I don't think the spark would be good enough to catch on any natural tinder. So I would much prefer to see a real ferro rod included in the survival kit. You know, you do get lifeboat matches obviously in the kit as well, but they're a finite resource. You know, they do have their place. I do carry them in my own personal survival kit. But again, once they run out, you're pretty much screwed. Whereas a good ferro rod will last for thousands of strikes. And there's room in the survival kit, and the things are cheap as chips. You know, they probably cost the same as these little sparklight things anyway. So yeah, I would much prefer to see a decent ferro rod inside the survival kit. Be much more useful, I think, certainly long term anyway. Obviously I do recognise that the GearPods Survival Kit is geared towards emergency survival and with an eye to being rescued within 72 to 96 hours. But you have to take the long term into consideration. You may be out there for longer. So having pieces of kit that will give you more longevity is certainly a better idea in my opinion anyway.